Hi. Good evening, everyone.
Good
evening.
So this is our fourth. This is our fourth group discussion about the third movie review.
Yeah.
For the first and the second one, we have done it successfully.
Yes.
For the first one, we have done for Frozen,
Yes.
and the second one, we have
Finding-
done about
Finding
Finding
Nemo.
Yes. So I'm pretty sure that you guys have many ideas about that two movie. So we're gonna discuss about the third movie that is Maze Runner.
Yes.
Is it okay for everyone?
Yes.
Because I'm quite sure that you guys have watched it,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Dennis, you have watched it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, never mind. So maybe someone can make some summary or synopsis about that movie. Hanafi, will you?
Okay, I will explain you all about the synopsis. Alright, the story starts out with a boy named Thomas who wakes up in a metal box. He doesn't remember anything about his past or anything at all except his name.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then, when he steps out of the metal box, he finds himself in a strange place called a glade. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
Agree, right?
Okay, there are about 50 other boys who've come to the glade who also don't know about their past. Who call themselves the Gladers. He then meets the leader of the Gladers, a boy named Albi, yeah, and another boy named New, and then there's Chuck, the last newbie to come to the glade, who becomes good friend with Thomas. At the time, the only friend he had, right? As the time goes by, New explain why the glade were there and what its purpose was. The glade is in the shape of a perfect square, forming a box around the gladers, and outside the glade is the maze. Right? There are keepers who are in charge of certain things around the glade. The most important people in the glade are the runners. That's why the name of the movie Maze Runners. And the ones who go out running through the maze. And the gladers' number one goal is to solve the maze and find their way home. Right? So, how about the characters? Who want to explain about the characters?
I think Chuck is a very young. He's the youngest character in that group, right? And he's chubby, cute.
He's chubby.
Yeah,
Nice,
young.
nice.
He's
Chubby
kind.
like Nafi, right?
But I think he has
Nafi more
a
chubby.
very kind. He's a very kind-hearted person, right? Because he sacrificed himself in order to save Thomas, right?
Thomas
Yes. When the who's that? His name? When he throws the knife and Chuck go and sacrifice himself, right?
Yes.
Want to save Thomas.
Gary.
Gary.
Through
Yeah.
the knife. So I think that character is very interesting. I like that character because he's so good.
So cute also.
Yeah. So other character than Chuck, we have
Thomas.
Thomas, right?
We have Thomas, right?
Yes.
Thomas is the main character.
Thomas is
Yeah.
the character. Thomas is very determined because Thomas determined to get out of the maze.
Yes.
Because he does not want to trap in the maze forever. So I think that's one of the characteristic of Thomas. And another, I think he's a very curious boy.
Yeah, he's very
Yes, because he does not know how or when that he in the maze. So I think he want to know how to get out from the maze, and then he's a very kind boy, because he's feeling very guilty about because he's also part of the organization that put people in the maze, right? I think he's very.
I think Thomas also has a very brave heart
Yeah.
because he's really determined and he need the bravery to explore the maze.
He's
Well,
also
dangerous.
caring, right, about the Teresa.
Yeah.
Carrie Very
not
important.
not only Teresa but all of
All
the
the
gliders.
gliders.
Gliders. Thomas also have a critical thinking mind.
Yeah.
Just when the scene that shows when he in the glade with his friend has that, isn't it? And then he has a very critical thinking that pull up his friend on top of the
Yeah.
wall
He had
Yes,
like,
avoid
they help
from
each
the-
other.
to
Monster.
avoid from that monster.
Yeah.
And another, I think when he want to kill the giver, yes.
Grievous.
That's very clever.
It's very clever. So he has a critical thinking.
Yes.
Yes.
He can think in a very serious.
Even though
Short
they are
time.
in trouble, right? But
Yeah.
he still can think
He still can
out
think.
of box and
Yeah.
creative.
So Thomas is really,
Yeah, we should be like that.
yeah,
We can think more
he's an idol, idol.
Okay. Other than that, moral values. Anyone got
Moral values.
Okay, from this movie I can find the moral value is we shouldn't let the challenge stop us from achieving what we want. Like example, like Thomas, a very brave boy who not afraid to fight with the Griever, which is the monster in this movie. When he and Minho went in the maze, right? Do you remember that scene?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, then Thomas defeat and success kill one Griever, and it show that whatever challenge come in front us, we must fight the challenge.
And another moral value from the Maze Runner, we must cooperate to solve problems. The example is when Minho and Thomas cooperate to solve the problems that to escape the maze, and when last part Thomas and Minho cooperate with another friends
To solve the
to
to,
get
solve,
out.
to solve the puzzle, right?
Yes, to
The
solve
last
the
one.
puzzle. And
Open the
lastly, they can escape the maze.
Without cooperation, they couldn't do anything.
And
Teamwork.
also, I think the main morals that the strong leadership
Yes, from Thomas.
Thomas and also Minho.
Minho,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Before Thomas came, I think
Minho.
Minho was a great leader, right?
Who is a leader of runner, isn't it?
Yeah. The leader of the gliders, right?
Wow.
Ladies.
I also want to talk about Minho. Minho is one of the first gliders
Yeah.
that you say. Then Minho sometimes brush but very dependable leader. And we also must talk about Minho is a keeper of a runner. He is charged with overseeing the daily searching and mapping of the maze, such as a dangerous task. He also do not get along with Thomas, but he will close with him.
I think the the interesting scene in this movie is when the arrival of Thomas in the glade. So obviously we can see Thomas is very scared, and because he doesn't remember. He doesn't remember anything except his name. Yes. So we can see that we can feel the curiosity because we want to see what is he going
What is he going to do?
yeah.
Yeah, you also nervous.
Everyone is so excited.
Yeah. Sorry everyone. Okay.
Let's talk about the main character.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Thomas
the
especially.
yeah.
Thomas.
I think we
forget about one character that this is the interesting character. There's Teresa.
Yeah.
She's
The
the only girl.
The only girl.
Girls. Nizam, don't get nervous.
But I still don't get it. Why she's the only girl in this movie? Why she be sent for the last person then?
Oh yeah.
Because the organization want to tell the person who is in the gliders,
Yeah.
Teresa is the last one.
Oh.
So the organization send different sex.
Different gender.
So
Different
as a
gender.
signal.
Yes.
As a signal.
As a signal.
She's the last one.
And
And
also
to
I
survive in the
think,
maze. Just to survive the maze.
Yes.
and also I think that movie should have a heroine, right?
The organization want to push the person to escape the maze.
If all boys in the gliders, then boys will not watch. the
There's no
movie.
motivation there.
There's no motivation.
And girls
There's
won't
no
watch that
interesting
movie.
thing.
Yes.
Girls only watch the movie.
Girls won't watch the movie. There's no girl, right?
I understand it.
I think.
But I think Teresa character is quite interesting because even though she's the only girl, but she can survive in the maze.
Yeah.
So brave.
She's very brave.
Yes.
And
She just-
she always support by Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thomas always caring about she about her.
But because of her, everyone curious about Thomas, right?
Yes.
They always say
Why
Thomas name.
why Teresa call
Keep saying-
Thomas
Ah,
name?
when
Keep
there's
calling.
scene when she's in the first arrive, she called Thomas first. Right?
Yes.
She called Thomas.
Every time she speak about Thomas, right?
So there's something mystery about them.
Yeah.
Is there have a relationship with before or
Yeah,
past?
before.
Yeah. The fact that before.
Before they were sent to the gliders,
They
they
were
were
together.
Work
they also
together.
work
Thomas
together.
and
Work
in
together.
the organization.
Organization.
right?
Oh, they were both in the same organization.
Yes. But don't have any relationship.
Yeah.
But they know each other.
Each
Yes.
other before.
Then no.
I think we have another moral value also, right?
Yeah.
We must have courage we must trust other people.
Yes.
First look at them, right?
Trust new person.
Yeah.
As Teresa trust Thomas.
Yeah.
Yes.
They must trust. They must trust.
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 I never.
Okay, don't worry. Okay.
You always.
No, but we're talking about that one. Okay. They must trust each other in order to make them organization also in the gliders.
Yeah.
They would
Because
family.
without trusting each other, they couldn't cooperate and get out of the
Yes.
castle, right? Maze, right? So yeah, and we must have the brave to go out of the comfortable zone, because they were in the comfortable zone and suddenly they were in trouble, right? So
3
we
years.
must have the bravery, the
Determination.
the determination and everything to go out of the comfortable zone. Even we are now in comfortable zone, right? And we come to study here. When we feel the pain, and then we will be like, oh, I want to go back.
Yes.
So we shouldn't be like that. We
So,
can get more value.
We have
from
to
that.
challenge ourselves.
Yeah.
We have to challenge
Never be
ourselves
in
in
a
order to be
comfortable
success.
Yes.
And then Thomas and the gang need
Yeah.
to challenge themselves in order to get out of the glade
Yeah.
and get back home.
Yes.
Same to us. Challenge ourselves, get a study, and be successful person.
Yes.
And also let's talk about the creators, the maze creators, right?
Oh.
Best greatest.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
nice.
Do you remember that woman that maybe the white hair, right?
Yeah.
White hair.
Yeah,
But
doctor.
Yeah,
Doctor.
they create the maze for what?
For surviving.
For to have the
But they want to
person-
test the human brain, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the
to have the strong, what they call strong people.
They
That's
want to
the
see the
strength.
critical thinking of them.
I think the story continue after that.
Yes.
There is another batch, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
To continue the game.
After the person that escaped,
Mm.
Thomas and her other friends, there is another
Phase two.
Another match, right?
Phase 2.
Ah. So they make a stage. The first stage should be the glade.
Yes.
Okay, and then they success in the glade. They got out of the glade, and then they need to go to the second stage.
Yeah.
But the best of them is not.
new challenge.
Yeah.
New
So
challenge
it
from
means
the
that they
organization.
didn't go out from that game.
Actually, it's not.
Actually,
In fact,
Only 4 survived, right? At the end, because 2 died. Chuck died because
Chuck
they were
died.
killed by the.
By the Gilly.
Yeah,
Gilly.
Really.
And another one,
LB.
LB. Oh, LB died, right?
LB that
LD died.
no.
No, he's not.
No.
So
I
who's that?
think it's another character, but I don't know his name.
But only 4 survived, right? At the end.
Yes.
That is very sad, actually.
Yes.
so I think we have discussed about this movie. So
Is it suitable to be watched by every age? Do you think?
so I
Do you
think
think a small kid can watch that movie?
Yeah,
I don't
I think should.
No.
Because
it's still
a lot of moral value. Although the
You see.
Story.
scene is very hardcore, but violence. the
Violence.
moral value,
A lot of violence.
violence.
Yeah.
It's not
Violence.
good
More
for
violence,
kids.
yeah.
It's not
Kids
for
will
kids.
get influenced easily,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
yeah.
It's go for 13s and above.
Ah, it's 13 and above.
I think girls will like the most, right? There's a lot of men
guys
that are
Yes.
good looking, right? So Raini, which one do you like?
Minho.
Minho.
Isn't it?
No, actually, I don't like the movie.
You don't like
Why?
No,
Why?
just kidding. No, actually, I like the story,
Uh-huh.
but I like the characters also lah as well.
You like the
Because
story,
they
but you
like
don't
Chuck.
like the
Character.
Miss Runner.
But
You like Chuck, isn't it?
Chuck, yes.
Chuck cute.
Who is the back character that not trust Thomas?
Which one?
Which one,
I forgot lah.
Gilly.
Isn't it?
Gilly.
I also
yes,
forgot.
Gilly.
Kelly.
Ah.
Yes. He's the bad one.
I
Don't
don't
trust
like
Thomas.
I don't like Gary.
He is coward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coward person. 3 years in the
Same one.
graders.
Ah,
But Thomas
Only 3 days.
only 3 days.
Only 3 days.
Brave.
Very powerful.
Yes. Brave.
So Nizam, be powerful as Thomas.
So
Don't be
out of
as-
the topic, we are asking about which age can watch, right?
Yeah.
Teenagers should watch, I think, because teenagers will have the trouble to pass by one stage, right?
Yeah.
It's university level, after that we'll be doing master, PhD. So we must have. There's a lot of moral values in the movie, right?
Yeah.
So we should take. Teenagers should take lah. But I think child 2-3 age old, all I think
no, no.
Below that.
below that,
Below the
they
6
don't understand the movie first,
Yes.
and then it's more to violence, right? So I think we have a lot of moral values, and
So I think basically we have discussed about this movie. We have get ideas what this movie all about.
Yes.
The moral values, the characters, the scene, and basically what the story is all about.
Yes.
Synopsis, right?
So I think that's the end of our group discussion for. So thank you for coming and give commitment.
Yeah.
Bye.
thank you for watching.
Bye.